So the last part is differentiate cos square root of x. Solution: let y is equal to cos square root of x. So applying first step, y plus delta y, and on right hand side that will become cos square root x plus delta x. This x just replaced by x plus delta x. Delta y is equal to cos x plus delta x minus y, as y is equal to cos square root of x. So just putting the value of y, that will become cos x plus delta x minus cos of square root x. Now simplifying this one, that will become cos alpha minus cos of beta, as we already used this formula, that is actually minus 2 sine alpha plus beta by 2 into sine alpha minus beta by 2. Here alpha is square root x plus delta x and beta is x square root, so that will become minus 2 sine alpha plus beta divided by 2 and sine alpha minus beta, and that will become x plus delta x square root minus square root of x dividing by 2. So applying delta x on both sides, it is actually dividing delta x both sides, dividing by delta x both sides. So that is delta y by delta x minus 2 sine x plus delta x plus square root of x dividing by 2 into sine square root x plus delta x minus square root of x dividing by 2, and this is actually dividing by delta x. And now delta y by delta x is equal to minus 2 sine x plus delta x square root plus square root of x dividing by 2, and here sine alpha plus beta x plus delta x minus square root of x dividing by 2 will be as it is, and this delta x will actually be replaced by square root x plus delta x plus square root of x and square root x plus delta x minus square root of x. That is actually x plus delta x whole square minus square root x whole square. This will be cancelled out, and we have x plus delta x minus x, and that is actually delta x. Now we replace this delta x by this whole expression. So actually we have to use this result by completing the formula sine of x dividing by x, and here we have x plus delta x minus square root of x dividing by 2. So to complete this one, this delta x will replace by this whole expression square root x plus delta x plus square root of x and square root x plus delta x minus square root of x, and this 2 will be multiplying and dividing by this expression, so that we have this sine alpha dividing by alpha, and now we have exactly the same denominator, which is using an angle in the sine expression. So taking limit delta x approaches to 0, this left hand side will become dy by dx, and limit will apply here, delta x will become 0. We have sine square root of x plus square root of x dividing by 2, and limit will apply on this part, and that will become delta x as a 0. So we have square root of x plus square root of x. This will become like this, and 2 will be cancelled out by this one, and when we will apply limit delta x on this part, so that is actually limit delta x approaches to 0, sine x, this whole thing will behave as an x dividing by x, exactly the same thing which is using as an angle of sine. So this whole thing will become 1 by using this formula, limit alpha approaches to 0, sine alpha divided by alpha is equal to 1. That is dy by dx here, sine x plus delta x, this delta x is equal to 0, so that we have square root of x plus square root of x dividing by 2, and this delta x will become 0, square root x plus square root x, and this whole thing will become 1, and finally we have minus sine 2 times square root of x dividing by 2 dividing by 2 square root of x. This 2 will be cancelled out, so we have derivative of cos square root of x is equal to minus sine square root of x dividing by 2 times square root of x. And now we will verify this result by using our general theorems or general results. D by dx cos square root of x, derivative will apply first on this trigonometric function. We have minus sine square root of x, and then derivative will apply on angle, which is square root of x, and now this one minus sine square root of x, and derivative of square root of x will become 1 by 2 square root of x. And finally we have minus sine square root of x dividing by 2 square root of x by using first principle, and which is exactly the same thing by using this general result of trigonometric functions.